Now in David's case, he came onto the forum, and from what I know about David, I labeled him as a government agent. I don't know that he is. But if someone starts putting gas in your or sugar in your gas tank, it's easy to believe that they're acting in a malicious and vexatious manner. And it's so easy to destroy when you compare it to what's necessary to create. It might take a team of engineers years to design a vehicle, an automobile, a work of art that an idiot with a cup of sugar can destroy in seconds. Destruction is easy. Creation, that's the challenge. So I'm minding my business in the forum. He comes in and he has, again, information very similar to the first situation, where he had information he felt was vitally important to the whole freedom movement, and he insisted that I be the one who bring it forth to the public instead of him doing it himself. And he came out with a thread which I thought was very pokey and disrespectful and totally unnecessary, entitled Wake Up Call for Rob Menard. So by the title alone you can pretty much tell it's not a very nice thread. And he acknowledged that he was, what was the word? Badgering. That he was badgering me. Now my response, imagine it like this. The way I see it, he has knowledge, and he's apparently a fairly intelligent man, but he's lacking a key piece of knowledge. So his ability to process, we'll put up there. We'll give him as he's as intelligent as anyone I know. Now his ability to bring the information, or the information itself, part of the information must be the ability to bring it. If you don't have that, you end up with an imbalance where the dish you're trying to bring falls off, and you end up creating a conspiracy pool where people start thinking that you might be an agent merely because of the effect. Now, if you go to a restaurant and you order a bowl of soup, imagine you order a bowl of soup, the waiter goes, gets a bowl of soup, comes back, and just before they deliver it, they spit in it. Spit. And you say, I don't want that. So the waiter takes the bowl of soup, backs to the kitchen, and says, the guy doesn't like your cooking. He rejected the soup, he doesn't like your cooking. See, it's not the soup. It's not the information that he was trying to bring. It was the way in which he tried to present it. And he lacked the knowledge on how to present that information properly. And that resulted in, well, the whole Think Free forum pretty much bit the dust. Because he came in there generating conflict because he wanted the information he had presented. What was it? It goes back to something that he read years ago, stuff that was written 100 years ago by dead people. And my basic position is, if the words of dead people written 100 years ago have such force, imagine what yours must have. But people who study the words of old and find power teaching those words of old don't like it when I teach you that your words are just as powerful. Okay, so now for a few lessons. One, I'm hopeful that neither Robin nor Meryl Van Peltler are going to be upset with me using them as examples in this lesson. So I would ask that you do this for Robin. Pray that he finds some balance, that he develops a better ability to process knowledge, and learn to distinguish between things which are merely his opinions and outright facts. Pray for him. He needs it. And for David, well, send him some love and maybe some positive intentions that he might be able to develop an ability to actually serve his knowledge without spitting all over the people he intends to serve it to. It might make his knowledge much more palatable to people if he wasn't spitting in the dish as he brought it. So those are just 2 assignments. Then, of course, do this for my videos, please, and go right to the start. If this is like the end of the video, do this for the start of the video, and then that way people are more likely to click on that one and start there instead of coming to the last one first, which is what seems to be happening. And for other assignments, this is for like homework kind of thing. You need to increase knowledge, but you also need to increase your ability to process it. Earlier assignments and homework was doing LSATs. What I'd like you to do is to do LSATs in a group. A group of 3 people, 2 or 3 people, I guess. You use the tools of the internet available to you, but do some LSATs so that you can increase your ability to process information. And it's not just you doing it, you're going to do it with a group so that you can process information as a group as well. And then what I would like you to do is learn to increase your knowledge by doing legal research or any sort of reading along that lines. I liken it very much to being a scuba diver who has to go down, dig down, and come up with some pearls. Sometimes you come up with petrified whale shit, and it's hard to tell when you're down there. So what I'd like you to do is increase your knowledge of any new subject. Pick a subject of which you have no previous knowledge and increase that knowledge in 1 hour. Just spend 1 hour, increase your knowledge on any subject, provided it's a subject that you have no previous knowledge. It could be a foreign language, anything really. You get to choose your assignments in this case. So that's what your assignments are. LSATs together to learn to process information better and within a group, and 1 hour on a new topic of subject, a new subject of which you had no previous understanding or knowledge, and increase your knowledge. Just spend an hour. It's 1 little hour. And finally, feel free to donate if you're appreciating these lessons, and I certainly appreciate all the people who have donated already. Someone donated $6, almost made me cry. Really touched me. Learn to process information as a group, in a group setting, and learn that new topics should not generate fear, and don't be intimidated by new topics. That's the function of these 2 assignments. Hopefully you guys who are out there, what I'd like to do, and I'd need your permission to do this, the people who have donated, I have your emails. What I'd like to do is put you all in the loop and send everyone's email